Hey everyone, this is Joe, and in today's video I want to talk a little bit about meditation. Um, so, you know, meditation is a little bit hard to explain, especially if you're talking to someone who doesn't know what meditation is at all, and they're just asking like, okay, so what is meditation? You know, a lot of people think meditation is, just sitting in silence. And I mean, that can be one type of meditation, but the truth is that, there are many types of meditation. And, you can meditate while you're sitting, but you can also meditate while you're standing, while you're walking, you know. And technically, if we really want to think of meditation in the most broad sense, I mean, you can meditate while you're doing anything, right? Meditation, it's more about a state of mind than it is necessarily about what you're doing. So you can meditate with your eyes open, you can meditate with your eyes closed, you can meditate, where there are forms of meditation where you're not even supposed to move, but there are forms of meditation where you can move. So, it's a little bit difficult to define, but ultimately, while meditation is a state of mind, the fact is that there are certain activities that are more conducive to that state of mind. So, while someone might meditate by sitting in silence and, looking at a candle flame, and it's like, you don't necessarily need any of those things to meditate, but that might be more conducive to a meditative state than other activities, So I guess it's like the more advanced of a meditator you are, the less you might need, a specific ritual to meditate. It's a very broad thing, and I think, in terms of actually defining meditation, I'd like to go a little bit deeper in another video about that. I don't think I'm really prepared to really talk about that and have describe that in a comprehensive way, but there were two other points that I wanted to make about meditation. And the first point is that meditation is fundamentally a discipline, and the benefits of it come from the pain, So it's like, I think we tend to think of meditation as, this more passive version of personal development where, it's sort of like this more hippie type of woo-woo, version of personal development. We don't really necessarily think of it as a discipline. At least most people don't think, oh, you're meditating, you're disciplined. No, they probably think you're meditating, you're some hippie or something, or you're, in fact, I mean, it almost seems lazy at face value. So what, you're doing nothing? How is it disciplined to do nothing, right? But the truth is, doing nothing actually requires a lot of discipline, especially in our, overstimulated culture where we're just always on our phones, always being stimulated. Well, we don't tend to think of it this way. Meditating is actually, it's kind of like working out. Like, the benefits of it come from the pain. And the biggest benefits of meditation actually come when you actually don't want to meditate. When you're meditating and you're feeling bored, you're feeling anxious, you're feeling irritable, and you don't want to continue the meditation, but you push through it, this is where you actually grow from meditation, So, and, while some, lazy hippie can meditate when he feels like it, to get the benefits of something requires consistency, and consistency requires discipline. It requires meditating when you don't want to meditate. So an undisciplined person is not going to reap the full benefits of meditation. And then the other point that I wanted to make about meditation is, I think it makes you realize that suffering is not external, because obviously we suffer in our lives, but usually I think meditation has shown me that, we what we normally do is we project our own internal suffering onto external circumstances, and we think, therefore, that we suffer because of some situation at work, or, some relationship situation, or, whatever. We think we suffer because of, we think our suffering is a cause of external situations, and that if those external situations were different, that we wouldn't suffer. But what meditation has shown me is that, I suffer even if I'm just sitting by myself looking at a candle flame. I can suffer just as much as I can suffer, when I'm in a stressful situation at work, or whatever, And what that showed me is that, my suffering is not really caused by external situations. External situations might bring it out, but it's kind of there no matter what. So it's not really correct to attribute the suffering to these external circumstances, and I think one of the other things that I'm really excited to talk about on this channel is duality, because I think everything in life is a duality. There really are two sides to everything at the most fundamental level. So, this is a duality too. So, does this mean, okay, just disregard life circumstances and just, let your life go to shit because, suffering is an internal phenomenon? No, I mean, we still want to try to fix our life circumstances, but, maybe the best way to fix those circumstances is to, focus on and resolve our internal suffering first, and then come to these external circumstances, with a more level mind, So I know this video was probably a little bit disjointed and disorganized, and I don't know how clearly I expressed these thoughts, but maybe I'll be able to make it a little more clear in the future. But I just wanted to, try to get out these 3 points, So I guess to summarize, meditation is it's very hard to define what it is. Meditation can include many activities, but fundamentally it's a discipline, and fundamentally it shows you that suffering is not external. So I hope this video was useful to someone, and I'll see you in the next video.